All right, and we are actually on time. 8 o'clock exactly, and we have started and gotten signed in and everything. All, all signed in there. Hmm. Oh, all right. What's going on, everybody? We're here again with part 11 of this heroic story time. Once again, diving into Heroes of Dream into the Dream League. Some more of that. Oh yes, a little bit more of that. The drill of bringing the voice suggestions and everything, and uh, also a little. All right, okay. So everybody, that was okay. I guess that was not sure who walked in and then walked right back out. Yeah, maybe they was. Maybe they thought this was a different live stream. Well, anyway, uh, I'm just gonna keep on starting. Like my mom say, if they come, they come. They don't. They join in when they join in. So anyway, a little bit of something to share. Um, since you know about the pirate Scooby Doo Pirates Ahoy that's out and everything, and there's one more Scooby Doo reaction. We uh, both Claire, me, and also Christina, all of us have done the recording for it there. Matter of fact, we did a re-recording today. Had some things that didn't quite fly with the first time there. Okay, either y'all gonna be in or out. So yeah, we did a re-record, which was better. And now so only thing got to do now is get the pictures in order for that. Oh, excuse me. Get the pictures that are needed for the reaction, as well as going through the movie, Scooby Doo Monsters Unleashed. And with all that said and done, should be able to have that out this weekend. Hopefully this weekend. And a little bit of tidbit. I prob I know I won't be doing no live stream tomorrow because more than likely Bob Shaw's going to be doing his, so I'm obviously going to be tuned into that as well as everybody else that's following him. Um, Thursday will be the ninth anniversary of me and Queen Tina. It's a ninth year of marriage. We'll be we'll be celebrating that Thursday, and also into that night. So definitely no live stream then. Don't know about Friday or Saturday. Not completely sure yet, but I do know. Aside from Thursday, Wednesday and the weekend, I definitely will be working on the video. So on the Monsters Unleashed. And what's going on, Claire? So yeah, definitely will be working on that there. Miss what I said. Basically, I was just letting putting it out there. That the Monsters Unleashed video. That I was gonna do what I can to get it out for the weekend. That way, I'd be able to. That way, I'd be able to start on Christmas stuff immediately after that. Because I'm definitely looking forward to that. Yep. So yeah, basically was just telling that, and also about me and Christina's ninth wedding anniversary, which will be this coming Thursday. So that's probably the one day that I will not be working on the video because I'll be spending time with her. Um, pretty much just kind of having our little day and night together. So but Wednesday and Friday and the weekend, yeah, definitely be working on the Monster Unleashed video. So, yep. And as far as the live stream on the weekend days, that just kind of varies. It just all depends on the workload from the video. Yeah, on making the video and everything. But yeah, so have that said and everything. Um, yep. So we got now we're gonna go on into. Won't keep you any longer. Go on into the Dream League. Oh yes. Get to some more of that there. And there definitely will be Christmas streams coming up there after Monsters Unleashes has been posted and everything, probably Thursday while we're out and everything, I'll pick up a few Christmas books, as well as also streaming the movie that Fairly Odd Parents Christmas. And the Drake and Josh will be a belated Christmas because apparently Amazon won't send that until January for some reason. I have no idea what the deal is on delivery. Why would you take a whole month just to deliver one DVD? It's crazy. Yeah, he said they do. Oh boy. Another Christmas movie to the stream. If I can if one comes to mind, or I see one possibility, I might, because I know I was planning to try to stream um two that were kind of horrible, but I was going to make fun of them. The Ninja Turtle Merry Christmas and Rhapsody Street Kids, because I actually found they actually have both of those on YouTube. But for some reason, I can't get a DVD copy of them from Netflix. Yeah, which I guess that's because Rhapsody is so horrible that Netflix don't want to have it, and it's not even on Amazon. Ninja Turtle Christmas is on Amazon, but you have to get a VHS copy for like $30. Really? You want us to pay 30 something dollars for that horrible piece of crap? Mm. So, if it's a possibility, I might stream it. I might have to hold my phone up to the computer to pull that off there. But we will definitely see about that on those two. So that's a definite possibility. Yep. And like I say, the Drake and Josh will definitely be a belated Christmas. But yeah, it can and then of course some Christmas story time too. Yep. And one story in particular, The Grinch. Oh yes, I Barnes and Noble had better have a copy of The Grinch That Stole Christmas book so I can read that. Oh yes. Okay, so those little announcements aside, there, going to go on into this here to we're at the fifth chapter, which is suspects. Trying to figure out who was behind that Nelson laboratory attack that we read about in the previous chapter, that the Dream League faced the army of robotic tentacles and stuff like that. And also found out about Anthony Westwood and all that. So, all right. Let's start off with the first voice, which I will lead with the John Stewart Green Lantern. Being kept. Oh, you talking about like in the stream? Oh boy. Yeah, that could be part. Yeah, we. Yep, that probably make it funny. Oh yeah, I could definitely use some more jokes at those at movies like that. I'm not sure if the Jim Carrey Grinch would. Uh, I'm not sure if I'd be able to stream that there. Um, Not completely sure. I know Rhapsody Kids I should be able to, because, I mean, what copyright buyer is going to defend that horrible piece of crap? What's up, Zach? And we got Mal as the. Okay, so let's start off with Mal as the Grinch then. Okay. Oh boy. Um. Didn't say which Grinch. So I'm gonna have her transition um through the since there's three different Grinches. So all right. So we're gonna start first Grinch, the original. All the Who's will sleep in their towers, but the Grinch. Dum dum dum. The Dream Lake went to the BTB agency headquarters inside the command center to discuss the attack on the Nelson Laboratory. It's gotta be that Willie kid that star. Who's that? Asked Phantom X. He's the kid that used shock robots to attack me and the others before in Oil City, said Bubblina. He's thanks to our teamwork, we escaped and defeated him. But it wasn't easy, said Target. Christmas Christmas is almost here. And the more Mal thought about Oh, imagine Audrey narrating. And the more Mal thought about it, the more she hated it ever so much. I must stop this whole thing from coming. For years I've put up with it now. And then Mal got an idea. A horrible idea. Mal got a wonderful, horrible idea. And then Mal's like, give me a second. Dun, dun, dun. Oh boy. And oh yeah, and I see yours, Zach. Okay. But okay, give me a sec. Now I'm gonna do Mal as the Jim Carrey Grinch. I I serious I seriously doubt it, said Sword Girl. He may be crazy, he may be a crazy genius, but surely he wouldn't attack his own parents' lab just to get our attention. Before we start pointing fingers, we need to find out what kind of valuable items were recently put in the lab before the attack, said Lee. Well, according to Professor Wallace Nelson and this scientist that we talked to, started Target, it seems that they've recently created a gene stabilizing serum. They explain that it's a new cure for gene errors. Could you explain it one more time? Said Phantom X. Same here, said Star. Well, I guess I could use a little social interaction. you're 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 the the Grinch. Oh boy. If he another. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, we got that. Let's see. Okay, conductor is Polar Express. Or we should. How Mal stole Christmas. Hmm. You kind of have. Okay. But you're gonna have to gonna have to gonna have to explain to me maybe after I finish Monsters Unleashed of how like maybe how what you have in mind of how to pull something like that off there. Yeah, you're ready for. Hmm. Oh, okay. Oh, December the 4th. Okay. All right. And this is a picture of Van X, Target, and Star Striker in the lab with Professor Kurt. This all them discussing about what happened. Pardon there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, definitely. But yeah, definitely after I get Monsters Unleashed together and put out there. Yeah, let's definitely kind of discuss that a little bit more. That kind of jot down, jot down what I need to know and how to put that together there, especially in trying to write that there. Okay, so the Polar Express conductor. Very, very well, said Target. Gene errors are the precise arrangement sequence of A, C, G, and T bases on a DNA strand, and it's the recipe that encodes the exact sequence of protein. If the recipes have an extra base or misspelled bases, or if some are deleted, the cell can make the wrong protein or too much or too little of the right one. These mistakes often result in a disease. In some cases, the single misplaced base is sufficient to cause a disease such as sickle cell anemia. In other words, this serum can cure someone who may have four fingers or someone who has one blue eye and one green eye, said Kurt. Now I get it, said the Ventamix. Hmm. A little sciencey talk that I actually did have to look up. I know I know you're you mentioned about trying to recover and everything. Yeah, I just when I put the video up, I just have a little discussion um on like what you had. You could just verbally tell me what you have in mind, and then I can then I can take that and put into the script there that what once it's fresh in my mind right then and there. Yeah, yeah, that's all I was saying there, Claire. Okay. Yep. So let's okay. So yep. So we did the conductor, and I got one more Grinch Mal to do. The Doctor Strange Grinch. Um Arnold, but I can't. I always forget that actor that played Doctor Strange, but he's the one that played this 2017 Grinch. So, all right. So now, now the only question is, who would be after something like that? Said Star. Our only suspects would be Anthony Westwood, said Lee. Anthony Westwood, said Sword Girl, Bubbling, and Vanamex together. He was an agent we fired for endangering many of our other agents with his splicing experiments, said Lee. It's possible he could be planning to sell the serum in another country at a high price and used it to make money to obtain more powerful animal DNA to splice with his associates, said Kurt. Like dinosaurs and dragons, ex Bubblina? Oh yeah. And then Max! You're a mean one. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus and charming as an eel. You're the Grinch. And I don't know any of y'all have ever seen Glee before. Um, yeah, I was into it at one point there, and then kind of got tired of it, because there were some things in the show that started to gradually turn me off, sort of like how I gradually got turned off the live action Scooby Doo. But but one of the things that was in the Glee series when I was watching it was a Christmas special where one of the coach of the cheerleaders, Sue Sylvester, um, tried to steal all the presents that they had got for the faculty, I think like for a charity or something like that. And she took them all, and as she was taking them all, they played the "You're a Mean One," and they say, "Sue the Grinch, you really are a heel. Your brain is full of spiders, and you got garlic in your soul. Sue the Grinch." Yeah, it's almost like you're saying Sue the Grinch. It's her name is Sue, but it almost sounds like you're saying I'm gonna sue the Grinch. Yeah, maybe Weird Al might sue the Grinch. I'll sue you. Okay, so we got all the Grinches out there, and while I'm waiting for another voice suggestion, I'm going to John Stewart Green Lantern. Star and I already face a dinosaur partner of his, but I seriously doubt he finds dragon DNA, said Target. Well, what if it's my cousin Kyoji behind this in order to get revenge, said Sword Girl. I bet the attack was meant to draw me out to him. If it was him, he would have came after you the minute you arrived, said Kurt. And the only other suspects other than Anthony would be his associates. It's possible that he could have gotten them out of prison. So what's the plan, said Vanimax. The agents and I will investigate the crime scene along with the rest of Oil City. Oil City, Shreveport, and the downtown prison where Anthony's associates were sent after draining the splicing ceremony of them completely, said Lee. In the meantime, we want you and the kids to be ready for action at any minute that he decides to strike again. Yes, sir, said the Dream League together. And as you can see here, you got Bubblina and Sword Girl here talking with Agent Lee about the situation and what they suspect might have happened. And my favorite scene with Green Lantern and Batman. So how? Oh, me and Shire? Oh, we doing cool. Giving each other our space. I'm seeing Vixen now. I'm very happy, by the way. Anyway, why do we always have to talk about my relationship problems? What's going on with you and Diana? Nothing. Yeah. I know it all kid from Polar Express. Okay, I know the conductor. Let's see, which kid was that? Was that the main? Was that the main leading boy, or the girl that had the song number in the beginning of the movie? That's about those are the two kids I'm most familiar with. The main boy and the girl that got a song at the beginning there. Oh, the kid with the glass. Not complete. Okay, I'm not completely sure how his. Not completely sure, but memorize his voice there. Yeah, yeah. That kid, the kid's voices is kind of fuzzy there to me because that's been a while since I've seen it. That the conductor was pretty much the only one I really remember because it's Tom Hanks there. Yep. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that there. All right, so chapter 6, an unlikely partnership. And because we're about to read about Anthony, I have to do Ebon's voice from Static Shock because Ebon was who I had in mind when I first wrote Anthony Westwood. Meanwhile, back in Anthony's secret lair, all his staff were working hard in building and constructing more tentacle robots. Suddenly, the intruder alarm went off, and Anthony instructed everyone to prepare for the attack. Eventually, a small boy walked inside, and his face was concealed by shadows. "Show yourself," demanded Anthony. "Very well," said the boy, and he stepped out from the shadows, revealing himself. It was William Nelson, also known as Silly Willy from Book 4. "Nice place you got here, buddy," he said. "I have 3 questions for you, you little creep. First of all, who are you? Second, how did you get here? And third, why are you here?" Hmm. Almost kind of like when Brownie questioned CJ. "Okay, one, why, where? Oh, that's right. Why did you bring me here? 2, where did that tsunami come from? And 3, where is my house now?" "Oh, I may have left the portal open between the Ponyo dimension and the neighborhood. But look on the bright side, Brownie. At least I got you here safe and sound. So you're welcome." Oh boy. Oh man, to see they do like this, like, okay. Oh my goodness, James, that's the Grinch. Oh, but James from Team Rocket, obviously. Ooh, "I'm James from Team Rocket. Uh, I'm Wilson Nelson, known as the smartest kid in Oil City." And said Willie, "But you can." Well, it's kind of hard to combine them 2 voices, but I can't do this. Yeah. All right. Okay, let me get James' voice now. "Surrender now or prepare to fight. I am William. I am William Nelson, known as the smartest kid in Oil City." Said Willie, "but you can call me Willie." Then Willie showed Anthony a piece of the robot tentacles. He said, "I got here by hacking into the data. And I'm here to make you an offer now. I don't make deals with kids." Said Anthony, "and nothing you can say or do will change that fact, not at all." "I'm sorry to hear that," said Willie. "I guess you don't want the stabilizing gene serum in my dad's lab." Dee 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 dee. "You're joking, right, ex Anthony?" Oh boy. Yes, for this book, he is a returning villain. Yes, see, about to team up with Anthony Westwood. Oh yeah. You're a mean one. Oh boy. Excuse me there. Sorry about that. Yeah. And since we did James, here's one that you just made me think of. Anthony Westwood. I think I showed him in the last stream. I guess it's probably missed it there. Um, that was him. He was this in the previous, I think the last chapter that I read before closing out there. One with the purple on there. Yeah, Anthony mentioned earlier in the books. I think like in the first book, Samuel's dad mentioned that Anthony had tried to experiment on the agents, splicing them with animal DNA, and a lot of it kind of backfired, and he ended up getting fired for endangering the agents there. And he's also in the Star Striker comics, but he hasn't. But in issues 1 through 6 of Star Striker, he hasn't really surfaced like the way he is here just yet. So, still working with that in the comic series there. Yeah. Oh boy. Ooh, oh, y'all getting on my nerves. Okay, so we did Ebon. Now we're going with Batman. Huh? The Kevin Conroy one. Nope. But surely an adult like you wouldn't believe what some silly little boy like me would say, said Willie sarcastically. Then he took out a sample of the serum out of his pocket and said, "Too bad. So sad, Mr. Westwood. Wait a minute, kid. Why would you come here just to give me the serum so easily? What's the price?" "There's no price on this, except for one thing, the mermaid." Anthony and staff laughed like crazy for a while. They almost started to cry from all the laughter. Then once they stopped, Anthony said, "Look, kid, mermaids don't exist." Willie grunted and said, "I figured you wouldn't believe me, so I brought this." Then Willie pulled out his laptop, showed Anthony a video of Bubblina when she was inside the tank in his lab a few weeks ago. Yep. And here we have Willie talking with Anthony. And just like CJ does, he did a little fourth wall break by looking at us who are looking at those of us reading the book saying, "Furious, isn't he, readers?" And of course, the little flashback of when he had Bubblina in the tank in book 4 on his video day showing Anthony. Huh. CJ on the Polar Express, huh? Makes sense to me. Yeah, I kind of could see. Yeah, seriously, I kind of could see that though. Dude, she hopped dimensions all the time. Why wouldn't she go on the Polar Express? Dude, no, it's yeah. Especially being around Christmas time, she's probably gonna go in all different types of Christmas dimensions. Imagine she jump over in Christmas with the cranks. See how the neighbors tortured Tim Allen in that movie. "Why aren't you celebrating Christmas? Free Frosty, free Frosty, free Frosty." Oh boy. Oh, she's gonna look adorable. Yeah. Hope she got her ticket. Okay. Whew. Ready? Getting a visit by the Malgrinch. Oh boy. Oh dear. Oh boy. Okay, so you're gonna get a visit from the Malgrinch. Wait, the Malgrinch? Isn't she already a Grinch? Yeah, but actually the Grinch character. What's the difference? Okay, I'll read. Okay. Her name is Bubblina. That's what he said. Dun dun dun. And it was her and her friends that your robots were defeated today. Anthony thought to himself, if that mermaid is for real, splicing myself with her DNA would make me invincible and no one would be able to stop me and I'd be able to rule the world. Anthony laughed an evil laugh out loud. A mistake quickly stopped and noticed Willie looking at him suspiciously. "You got a deal," he said out loud. With that, Willie and Anthony shook hands. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought you was just telling me that she was going on. Okay. Oh, my bad, Claire. I misunderstood what you said. That I thought you was like telling me she was going on there, like like how she go different dimensions. Okay. Okay. So, you done? Yeah. That's good for me. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get CJ in the Pole Express. All right. That's going to start us off with the 7th chapter. getting to know each other. And she's in her pajamas. Samuel, Samuel, Brian, Julie, Melody, and Calvin went back to the hero tree to familiarize themselves some more with all the rooms and surroundings. After a while, Melody called everyone in for lunch in the dining room. They were amazed with what they saw. There was turkey pastrami sandwiches, chopped chicken salad with sugar snap peas, minestrone soup with endive and pepperoni, and for dessert, lemon bars with blueberry gluten salad. In other words, it's a healthy, nutritious lunch, so that the parents that are buying these books for the kids will definitely see that their kids are getting some good reading in and deem these books as family approved. Family approved! Oh boy. Audrey in the. Oh, yes, because I did that video. Yes. Yeah, I figured. And the picture I used for that video for Audrey in that was actually the picture of the actress who plays Sleeping Beauty. I can't think of her name, but the actress who plays Sleeping Beauty in the live action Maleficent movie. That was actually her as Audrey, since that was her as a teenage Aurora. Yeah, but so I figured, yeah, she pretty much would look, since we know that's the daughter of Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, obviously she would look similar. Elle Fanning, yes, Elle Fanning. Yeah, yes, the one that Mal. Oh yes, one of one of Mal's most hated actresses. Mm. All right, so Audrey in the role of Ella. Hmm. Oh, and I got a special thought for that. Oh dear, we could definitely use some cleaning up in here ever so much. And I should sing while I clean. You may You made all of this accent me, yo. Then Giro came inside with drink. Well, I did have some help from Giro's and Melody. Also, the BTB agent and the Hunters Agency provided some food from the fridge here in order for Melody to have the necessary ingredients. Said Giro, and how to learn to cook like this, ex Brian. And that's our cleaning song. Oh yes. And then and imagine Ben being the guy that works in the office, works in the office and has the daughter and everything, and he walks in on Audrey doing all that. Walks. Audrey does this. I'm I thought that's the best. That's the best. I ain't gonna sit here and say that. Oh, that was magnificent. Nah, I know that probably was not the best. Now I will admit to this though. Since speaking of singing, I don't know if y'all have ever heard this song "Grazing in the Grass." Raven Simone sang it for Lion King 1.5. But one time I did sing that to my friend Casey, and it almost scared her because she said you sounded exactly like Raven when you sang that. So this is I don't know if it's still gonna sound like Raven, but yeah, let me know what you think of this. Oh yeah, yeah. Can you dig it? I can dig it. Everything here is so clear, you can feel it. Everything here is so clear, you can feel it. And it feels so real, so real. Can you dig it? Oh yeah. something like that. Yes, I was in choir. I was in choir back at my church. I was, yeah. Um, Matter of fact, I went from alto. It took me a while before my voice got to where they allowed me to sing with the tenors there. Yeah. Oh, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And let's see. Go. Oh yes, Zach. You asked why Mal hates Elle Fanning. Oh, okay. I see. Claire answered it. Okay. That she got the love from a. Oh yeah. Oh boy. Yep. That would be a reason why she would hate her. Yep. Okay. So Audrey done did her singing as as enchanted, and then Prince Ben walked in on her as she came out the shower, the magical shower. Remember that scene there? Okay, let's see. So okay, I think of another voice. Oh, got one. Superman. Yeah. Let's just say that when let's just say when you're a princess, that training that's training to become a queen. You have to learn a lot. Oh, I think I may have. I don't know if I think I showed this. That's Willie and Anthony shaking hands, agreeing about the formula and not the Krabby Patty formula. And then there's Euro and Melody setting the table for lunch there, and all the stuff that I read that they were about to eat. Well, these kids are getting these kids are getting some really hearty meals. I guess all that crime fighting burns up an appetite. Just ask Goku. flirting, flirting. Samuel and Brian zip next to Melody. Well, do you have to be a prince to know how to eat all this? Samuel asks. Julia yanked them away by their ears. I highly doubt it. But before you start, we have to say grace first, he said. Oh yeah, I knew that, said Brian. Everyone take your seat and bow your heads in prayer, said Euro. Yeah, Euro's gonna do it this time so it doesn't drag on. Everyone did as Euro instructed. Euro began. Oh, taste and see that the Lord is good. Bless all of us all of us gathered that trust in Him. Thank you for this meal we are about to receive. Let it be a nutritious blessing to our body. In Jesus' name, Amen. And that grace from the Book of Psalms is actually the grace that we used to would say back in the school I went to for kindergarten and first grade, which was a private school, Central Free Methodist, a Methodist school. I went there for kindergarten and first grade, and while I was there, that was the grace they would say, "Oh, taste and see." Say that poor Audrey. Oh, oh, she's afraid. Oh, afraid of commitment. Hmm. Oh boy. That's gonna be kind of interesting to see in the story. 'Cause, yeah, I know. I'm pretty. I know. I would assume that her and Ben do kind of have something for each other, but yeah, that's gonna be kind of interesting to see how they can go. Like maybe eventually her, you know, maybe not. I know not right away. I know this would be time, but maybe like after they go through you know stuff together, time. Maybe she might. Maybe the fear of the commitment might be overcome, maybe because her feelings might grow a lot stronger for Ben, thus helping her overcome those fears. So, and say Henry from Rudolph the Red. I haven't seen the I haven't seen the Rudolph movie, any of the Rudolph movies yet. There, but I can give you a substitute. I know, which I know I can give you the Frosty. And since I did Frosty from the original Frosty the Snowman last in I think one of the last streams, I give you the new Frosty from Frosty Returns, the cool Frosty. All right, so okay, let's start with that. Then everyone dined in. During their meals, Melody requested that everyone share something about themselves to get to know each other better. Why don't you start us off, Samuel? Said Melody. Well, I was born and raised in New York City, said Samuel. You mean the city known as the Big Apple? Said Calvin. Is it is the Big Apple really tasty? Asked Melody. Well, Euro chuckled. It's an expression that means that New York is a big place, he said. But I'm sure that a big place like that would have some tasty apples. And then, of course, we all know that's the song. Sometimes when the words just fail you, you're scared, but you know they're wrong. I find that I get much further when I turn my thoughts to song. You know why you love the season, all the joy that the snow can bring. So why should you stop and reason? Just open your heart and sing. Let there be snow. Let there be snow. Need I remind you that autumn's behind you? Let the winds blow. Yeah, they got. Here's a because makes her to get. Oh, okay. As a teenager and hmm. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Yeah, especially because it's early 30s, and we are aware that the time period. Yeah, they marrying early was kind of a thing in the early years, especially in some countries. So yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting story, and that could make for a good conflict. Like maybe like if she likes Ben, but has that fear, like you just mentioned, of the mayor of man, because everybody's wanting her to do it early and all that, and then she has something that she wants to do outside of the royalty life. Yeah, and becoming a doctor actually makes sense. And you mentioned about her, you know, always trying to help the VKs at the mental hospital and everything. That makes a yeah, that's actually that's an arc there. That's a character. That's a good character arc. Yeah, definitely. That's going. That's yeah, the right. I know the writing behind that one for you, Claire, will definitely be an interesting one. Yeah, that's what's gonna make Descendants Untold really something to see there. That's one reason. I know you said movie series, but that's one reason why I saw it a TV series. But that could work with movie series because even though I know you say you plan for it to be a trilogy, you could with all the stuff that you got for each of these characters, Claire, you could end up having multiple movies like almost like the multiple Harry Potter series or the MCU. You know how they got several movies and stuff like that, telling an ongoing story. So, yep. And so we got CJ and Audrey going to the North Pole. Okay. Hmm. CJ and Audrey in the set have. I oh no, I don't think there has been a year without a Santa Claus. From as I say, at least not since I've been in this world. And I've seen a Santa every year of my life. Even now. Matter of fact, we had one of our well, not one of our employers, but there's a coworker that works at a Kroger on Ellaby Road. It's a different Kroger. It's not the one that I work at, and it's not even the one that Christina works at. But she, um, but yeah, he's a Santa Claus there. Let's see. I'm talking about the the Santa Claus movie. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I've seen Santa I know I've seen Santa Claus movies there. The Tim Allen Santa Claus trilogy. And then Santa Claus, being movies like, Miracle on 34th Street, the Ernest movie. Matter of fact, I haven't seen this movie, but I've seen a review of it. It was a movie that is Santa Claus. Like I guess like his origin, where you see him and his wife, when he first becomes Santa Claus, take with the elves and all that there. Not sure what year it came out. But it was reviewed by the Nostalgia Critic, and he did a good review of it. I'm gonna admit he he left it on a good note. As far as the movie was not that bad. Yeah. So and also the claymation Santa Claus is coming to town. Yeah, I've probably seen that. Christmas. I've heard of that movie. I haven't seen it, but I've heard of that movie. And heard of it. I know it. I know it involves a Santa Claus. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yep. Yeah, that definitely makes sense that why Audrey want to be a doctor if she has that goal in mind to help those in need. Yeah. Yep. And technically speaking, Audrey could be also like a spiritual doctor in a way. Because helping them mentally and also spiritually, since she spreading the good news of the Lord there. Okay. Okay, so say everybody. Hmm. Oh yeah, big and taste. Oh yeah, right here. Exactly. All right, so CJ and Audrey, the North Pole. Gyro chuck, Gyro chuckle. It's an expression that means the big, the New York is a big place. But I'm sure a big place like that would have some tasty apples. Oh, I see. I bet you ate a lot of tasty apples, said Melody. I've had a few, but my favorite fruits are watermelon and grapes, said Samuel. Same here, along with pineapples and papayas, said Brian. And my favorite are honeydews, cherries, and tomatoes, said Julie. I thought tomatoes were a vegetable, said Samuel. No, tomatoes are scientifically proven to be fruits, despite their vegetable-like appearance and odor, said Brian. It sure doesn't taste like a fruit, said Samuel. Ever so much. Hmm. And oh my gosh, the North Pole is beautiful here. I know, right? Now let's go. Now let's go get some of those presents there. But CJ, we can't go stealing the presents for other children. Oh, it's for the fun, Audrey. Oh boy, the villain from Santa Claus is coming to town. Oops. Oh, let's see. Okay, so there's Santa. Holy Holiday. Yep. And it still is. Since technically speaking, it still is. Santa was just added on as a fun mythology there. Yeah, because I mean, who wouldn't want to imagine a magical bearded man coming down your chimney giving presents? I mean, okay, so the villain from I had not sure what he sounds like there. Not sure what the villain sounds like, but I could give you Santa Claus. I could give you Santa Claus himself, my basic Santa Claus. Oh, oh, and I even got a beard. Well, my favorite fruits are plums and peaches, said Melody. Especially the peaches. Sometimes my mom and I would eat them together and she'd tell me, Bubbalina, you're sweet like these peaches, and would even call me that sometimes. Well, my favorite fruit is kiwi, said Calvin. They're the best. So, Samuel, what inspired you to become a superhero? Asked Melody. Oh, it was about a year ago, said Samuel. Couple of my friends and I from back then would see other kids getting picked on in the park. So we created ourselves superhero costumes and decided to take them down as a team. I was Star Striker, of course, with my toy sword, boomerang, and combat skills, known to strike like a star. There was a and then there was Blocker and Blaster Girl. Blocker was known to build most anything out of blocks in the blink of an eye, including various weapons he used. Blaster Girl used water shooters as her weapon, and you never know what she'd have in them other than water. And together we call ourselves the Star Block Blasting Force. Oh. And a combination of our names, and together we not only took down bullies but crooks as well. Well, those kids are definitely getting on the nice list. Star Striker, Blaster Girl, and Blocker. Such a colorful little bunch. CJ's blasting. Hmm. All right. That's interesting. It's an interesting way to look at it there. And Mal says she's thankful for bits. Mal. Oh, that Mal. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, now you just made me think of That's So Mal. Or Mal takes over That's So Raven. That's So Mal. She's the daughter of Hades. That's so mad. Trying to free him now. That's so mad. Raining evil where she goes. That's so mad. Serious to me. Yeah. Yeah, that's me. And now we got Glumgo. Oh, a little moment there. No wonder you have so much crime fighting skills, said Brian. Are your old partner still in New York? Asked Calvin. Blocker still is, but Blastiger moved with her parents 2 months before I moved here with mine, said Samuel. Maybe one day we'll get to meet them, said Melody. So, Brian, how did you become target? After Samuel saved me twice from a trio of bullies, and as Star Striker fought off a snake woman, Sia, I wanted to fight alongside him, said Brian. A heroic inspiration, said Melody. I guess I have something in common. I was inspired by my favorite comic book superhero, Deep Sea Man. The Deep Sea Man, of course. Oh, that could, yeah, it could, maybe in the future we could, maybe we could put that together in the future there. Yeah. So much. And CJ and Brownie meeting Daddy. Oh my gosh. Well, it's gonna get that. We gotta sample that water. Okay. So you and CJ are gonna meet Daddy Derek. Brownie. No. No. All right, fine. I'll do it. Okay. I'll do it. You read Deep Sea Man comics, asked the boys. Yes, all the time, said Melody. Those are great comics, said Samuel. I really like the ones about Food Cat and Food Bear. And don't forget Super A and Super B, the grading scale duo, said Brian. My favorite are Agent Double O Cat and his lovely assistant Rachel. And there's Melody with her favorite superhero, Deep Sea Man. And then you got Samuel, Calvin, and Brian thinking of their heroes, Food Cat, Food Bear, and Double O Cat and Rachel, and Super A and Super B. These were those were also some characters that Gabe here came up with back in the 90s. Yeah. What about you, Julie? Asked Melody. I I was never able to get into the comics like you guys, said Julie. But I guess my 4 years of sword training and developing my psychic powers led me to living a lifestyle similar to a comic book superhero. So you trained for 4 years, asked Melody? Ever since you were 4 years old? And being that I lost my the being that I lost my parents at that age, it was the only thing I knew in order to survive, said Julie. Well, how did you lose your parents? Asked Calvin. Well, after my training, I learned that my Uncle Koji, said Julie, had burnt down our house in Japan and caused my parents' death. It was all it was all done in order to obtain the Yukoshi amulet I wear now. Uncle Kojo had taken over my grandpa's restaurant, changing Yuko Yuko to the Napa Kappa. I found that he was attending two grand openings, one in Shreveport and the other in Grambling. However, once I arrived, Uncle Kojo had already been poisoned by his own son Kyoji, known as Kappa Blade. With Star and Target's help, I was able to take him down. Hmm? Oh boy, I kind of froze for a second there. Okay, that was weird. And oh yes, oh yeah, oh, and I didn't kidnap this 14-year-old girl. She was a fairy. I found her as a threat, and I was simply using my gun as a way of defense, just as I teach the ladies in my gun self defense for women. Make sure y'all get that for $14.99. Also, make sure you get the cool cat for the kids. That's all. And cool cat kids superhero, and also buy the t-shirts and the buttons, stickers, and everything. God bless. You kidnapped a 14-year-old girl. I did not. Yes, you did. Yeah, and I'm on video right here to prove it. Mm. Oh boy. Your video. If you're referring to what I mentioned about the mermaid video, that one I put up about Christina and H2O, yes, it did, and I put it back up, and they better not have taken it down. It better be still up there. But I re uploaded it. It was like inappropriate material for kids. Now I may have accidentally put for kids instead of putting no, it's not for kids. Cause see, you put no, not because see if you put it for kids, you can't get comments on your video and stuff like that. So I always put no, it's not for kids. That way I can get comments on it. That way I can get my feedback and everything. So yeah, even if it was for kids, I can't see what was inappropriate about Christina as a mermaid. I mean, don't they realize that kids have seen mermaids ever since the 90s? Hello. We did have the Little Mermaid movie. I'm part of your world. Yeah, yep, YouTube. But yeah, they been have taken my video down. It better be still up there. Boy, they crazy YouTube. Okay, let's see. Look like we're at the hour 5 minute mark there. Let's see, got okay. So okay. So what to? Yeah, it makes you wonder because I mean they have Ariel in nothing but a shell bra, and when she changed to human form, yeah, I mean I know they had her, kind of in angles, to kind of somewhat censor a little bit, but I mean she was still naked down there when she transformed, except for the shell bra. Okay, all right, so that's gonna be our. All right, so I'm gonna cut it at this shot. I got one more piece of story here, and we're gonna end it with Harriet being a good sister to CJ. Yeah. So that's gonna be our last voice suggestion here. Last voice suggestion. Let's see. I think okay. Okay, I can split it between that and Shaggy. Okay. All right. So all right. Let's go for it. Let's wrap this up here. That's quite a pass, said Melody. It is, but the best part is that thanks to Hero, my parents are back, said Julie. Actually, I thought it was Jehovah through his. Actually, it was Jehovah through his son Jesus that your parents were brought back, said Hero. I only asked you if you, believed. I'm being a good sister to you, CJ. Yeah, somewhat. And yeah, she was. Yeah, she technically was naked, CJ. And if y'all ever watched the Christian Hunn's Little Mermaid, yeah, they were naked. They were topless in the non-Disney version. Christian Hunn's, yeah. You and I have similar stories, said Calvin. Except when I discovered my powers, I just wanted to become a magician and be famous. But it looks like you got double duty as both a superhero and a magician, said Brian. You got a good point there, said Calvin. Yeah, a good point. Oh boy. All right, so looks like that's what we're gonna stop at for now. So the next time the next live stream to do will be finishing this there. And after that's finished, and also the Scooby Doo reaction is posted up, we'll be able to go into Christmas territory. So, yep. So, yep. But that's it for now, and we'll be seeing you guys later. Hopefully, Bombshell is having his live, and I might pop in there for a little bit tomorrow. But until then, see you later.